What's up guys? We're here in Tokyo. In this video, we're gonna show you our top things to do here. So hope you enjoy it. Tokyo is a vibrant metropolis located on the central coast of Honshu, Japan's largest main island. As the country's bustling capital, the city blends futuristic skyscrapers and cutting-edge technology with serene temples. You'll also find world-class dining, a unique culture, and lush gardens here. We spent 10 days exploring every corner of this megacity to find its highlights and some hidden gems. In this video, we'll share the best things to do in Tokyo for a first-time visit, along with some essential travel tips at the end. Now let's dive in. We are Zach and Ina. We make helpful videos about destinations around the world so you can easily plan your own adventures. Akihabara is a district located in central Tokyo. Known as the epicenter of Japanese pop culture, it's packed with multi-story arcades, massive electronics shops, maid cafes, and endless walls of anime and manga. It may be a sensory overload for some, but for tech lovers and pop culture fans, Akihabara is a great stop to hunt for rare collectibles and experience Japan's most eccentric side. Located in western Tokyo, Shibuya is arguably the city's most electric and chaotic district thanks to its massive crowds. At its center lies the world-famous Shibuya Crossing, where thousands of pedestrians cross the street from every direction each time the lights change. For the best perspective, watch the action from the nearby Starbucks. You can also see the crosswalk from a skyscraper such as Shibuya Sky, which we'll talk more about later in this video. Beyond the crossing, this district is also a hub for shopping, with the Nintendo store and Pokemon Center being popular spots to visit. But we especially enjoyed the Ueno Park Mall, which had a unique rooftop setting. Located in the geographic heart of the city, the Imperial Palace serves as the primary residence of the Emperor of Japan. The inner palace buildings are strictly private, but you can visit the stunning East Gardens for free. There's 3 different entrances, with the Otemon Gate being the most popular and easiest to access. Built on the former site of Edo Castle, the grounds are protected by massive stone walls, and you can still see the ruins of the original castle foundation. There's also a beautiful Japanese garden inside, featuring a tranquil pond and seasonal flowers.
Make sure to check the opening times in advance because the site is usually closed on Mondays and Fridays for maintenance.
Ginza is an upscale district located in central Tokyo, just south of the Imperial Palace. This elegant neighborhood is renowned for its luxury boutiques, massive department stores, and high-end restaurants, making it a great place for shopping and soaking in the atmosphere. Beyond the designer labels, Ginza is home to the global flagship store of Uniqlo, a giant 12-story building featuring the world's largest selection of this iconic Japanese brand. If you visit on a weekend afternoon, the main street closes to cars and becomes a pedestrian paradise. Just a short walk from the upscale streets of Ginza, you can find the Tsukiji outer market. While the wholesale inner market moved to Toyosu, the outer section remains a bustling maze of narrow alleys packed with traditional shops. Sushi restaurants and outdoor stalls offer everything from fresh sashimi and grilled octopus to wagyu skewers and seasonal fruits. Try to arrive somewhere between 8 and 10 in the morning, as many vendors are closed by the early afternoon. Ueno Park is a vast cultural space situated in northern Tokyo, right next to the major transit hub of Ueno Station. This public park is famous for its world-class museums as well as its cherry blossoms, which draw massive crowds every spring. Besides art and nature, this park is deeply spiritual. We spent our morning here exploring a variety of stunning Buddhist temples and Shinto shrines. Located near the bustling Harajuku Station, Meiji Jingu is one of Japan's most significant Shinto shrines. It honors Emperor Meiji and Empress Shokin, the leaders who famously transitioned Japan from the age of the samurai into the modern world. Shintoism is Japan's ancient indigenous belief system, focusing on the worship of spirits called kami, which are found in nature. Thus, the shrine can be found deep within a giant forest. This landmark is a must-visit for its grand wooden architecture and overall peacefulness. Be sure to look for the wall of sake barrels, which is a very popular photo spot. Located in the Toyosu district, teamLab Planets is a digital art museum. This full-body immersive exhibition invites you to walk through installations that stimulate all 5 senses. There's 2 main conceptual zones, the garden and the water area. We especially love the water section, where you wade barefoot through a glowing koi pond and explore the infinite crystal universe. Another highlight was the falling universe of flowers, where you can watch a cycle of blooms drift across the ceiling. If you can't get enough of this digital magic, Tokyo also hosts teamLab Borderless, offering a completely different digital immersion. Since these are some of the city's most sought-after attractions, you need to book tickets weeks in advance. This place is really popular, so if you want to jump the long queue, make sure you get a skip-the-line ticket, which brings us to the sponsor of today's video. Get Your Guide is the leading online travel experience platform, with over 110,000 curated activities in 150 countries, from world-famous attractions to hidden gems. In Tokyo alone, you can choose from over 500 experiences, all rated and reviewed by verified travelers. Their user-friendly app keeps everything organized, from food tours to skip-the-line tickets. We personally used it for teamLab Planets, which allowed us to quickly move past the line and head straight inside. But we also booked an incredible sumo performance and a guided food tour that introduced us to the best of Japanese cuisine. We'll talk more about these activities a little later in this video. With 24/7 customer support and a flexible cancellation policy, Get Your Guide gives you the peace of mind to book confidently. The ability to modify plans up to 24 hours in advance ensures your itinerary can adapt to changing weather or preferences as well. Based on our experiences, we highly recommend Get Your Guide for your next adventure. Tokyo offers numerous observation decks to see the city from above, and we visited 2 very different spots. The first was Shibuya Sky, a popular open-air observatory that requires pre-booking your entry ticket a couple weeks ahead of time. Located on the rooftop of the Shibuya Scramble Square skyscraper, it offers an unobstructed view of the famous Shibuya Crossing and the sprawling Tokyo skyline. We also visited the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building in Shinjuku, which offers a free indoor observation deck. While it has 2 towers you can ascend, we chose the North Tower since it had almost no waiting line. From here, you're more at the eye level of other massive skyscrapers, but the view is equally iconic. Other observatory options include the classic Tokyo Tower and Tokyo Skytree, the tallest structure in the city. Tokyo's themed cafes are a pretty wild scene, and it feels like there's a dedicated space for every interest imaginable. Takashita Street in Harajuku is famous for its eclectic animal cafes, where you can interact with pigs, dogs, cats, owls, hedgehogs, and much more. However, we especially enjoyed the Avatar Robot Cafe Dawn, located further to the east in the Nihonbashi area. This permanent experimental space has a moving mission. It employs people who can't leave their homes due to medical or social reasons, who then remotely operate robot servers that bring coffee and food straight to your table. You can even talk to the remote human employees directly through the robots. When you're at home right now, can you control the robot as well?
Oh, okay. I can use a PC, same way to move an iPad or smartphone. Have you ever eaten cup noodle?
Yeah, you've had cup noodles before?
Yeah, this cup noodle museum, you can make only one cup noodle. So, very fun. I love that. Yeah.
For an easy day trip into nature, head west to Mount Takao. It's easily accessible by public transport, with a 50-minute direct train ride on the Keio line from Shinjuku Station to Takao Sanguchi Station. The mountain offers a variety of hiking routes for all levels. We hiked up via Trail 1, which is the most popular path in the area. This nicely paved trail takes you past an ancient temple. Once you reach the summit, you'll be rewarded with a stunning observation deck that offers views of Mount Fuji if it's a clear day. There's also a couple of small restaurants to enjoy a well-earned lunch near the viewpoint. To get back down, we decided to take the wooded trail number 4 to the chairlift, where we enjoyed a leisurely cruise to the base of the mountain. It was fairly quiet during our weekday visit, but it can get very busy with locals on weekends. You have to pay for the chairlift, but the mountain itself is free to enter. There's also some restaurants near the train station, which can be nice to visit before you head back to the city. Sumo is the national sport of Japan, deeply rooted in Shinto ritual and ancient tradition. While official professional tournaments are a highlight of the year, they only take place in Tokyo during January, May, and September, making tickets incredibly difficult to secure. Instead, we visited Tokyo Sumo Beya in Kiyosumi, a district famous for housing many stables where wrestlers live and train. We booked a 2-hour show, which began with a fascinating dive into sumo history, followed by professional wrestlers demonstrating their skill in the ring. To top it off, visitors even had a chance to try out the moves for themselves. Tokyo is home to several traditional Japanese gardens that offer a peaceful escape from the city noise. We visited 2 of them, starting with Shinjuku Gyoen. This giant park blends Japanese, English, and French styles. It costs 500 yen to enter and is famous for its pavilions, sprawling lawns, and seasonal blooms. There's also a beautiful greenhouse with many tropical and subtropical flowers. By contrast, Hamarikyu Gardens felt a little more off the beaten path. Located near Tokyo Bay, it features unique seawater ponds, picturesque bridges, and a charming tea house. You can find tranquility among the trimmed greenery, with city skyscrapers as a backdrop. Located in the historic district of Asakusa, Senso-ji is Tokyo's oldest and most iconic Buddhist temple. You enter the temple grounds through the massive Thunder Gate, which leads down Nakamise Dori, a vibrant street packed with many traditional snacks and unique souvenirs. At the main hall, you can partake in rituals like burning incense for good health. We were there before sunset, and it was fairly busy, so we'd recommend visiting early in the day or later at night if you want to avoid the biggest crowds. In the evening, the structures are beautifully illuminated. Shinjuku is located in the heart of western Tokyo and is a bustling neon-lit district filled with endless cafes and restaurants. We love staying in this area since we could find everything we could possibly need right at our doorstep. For a unique night out, you have to visit Golden Gai, a network of narrow alleys packed with tiny bars that offer a nostalgic taste of old Tokyo. Nearby is the famous Memory Lane, known for its smoky yakitori stalls. To truly experience the local flavors, we joined a food tour here and sampled 13 different Japanese dishes, including fresh sashimi, Okinawan sea grape salad, and a sweet fish-shaped cake filled with red beans. We left a link to the same tour we joined in the description below this video, in case you want to do it yourself. As we promised at the start of the video, we'll now share 3 travel tips for Tokyo. First, selecting a place to stay depends on whether you want the city's vibrancy or its peace. Shinjuku and Shibuya are the ultimate central hubs, where you can find thousands of restaurants, department stores, and large transit stations, making them the most convenient spots for exploring. For a more sophisticated or well-connected experience, Ueno and Ginza are excellent choices. Ginza offers luxury and proximity to Tokyo Station, with easy bullet train access. On the other hand, Ueno has a direct express train link to the airport. If you're seeking a peaceful residential escape, consider Ryogoku. It feels like a more local neighborhood with wider streets and a slower pace, while remaining just a short train ride from the major sites. Having stayed in both Ryogoku and Shinjuku, we preferred the latter for its sheer wealth of food options right outside our door. The most efficient way to navigate Tokyo is to get your transit pass immediately. You can buy a physical Suica or Passmo card in the station, but you almost always need to top it up with cash. Alternatively, you can buy it from your phone's digital wallet, allowing you to top up with your credit card. To make sense of the complex web of lines, we recommend using Google Maps. It provides specific details down to the exact platform number and the best station exit to use. This is especially vital in massive stations like Shinjuku, where an incorrect exit can lead to a 20-minute detour. Japanese public spaces are governed by a quiet and clean social etiquette. On trains and metros, this means keeping your voice at a whisper and making sure your phone is set to silent. This is because loud conversations are considered intrusive. Additionally, Japan has a unique approach to public consumption. You'll notice a lack of public trash cans, but the streets remain spotless because locals typically carry their litter home. Avoid eating or drinking while you walk. Instead, it's recommended to finish your snack at the same place you bought it, or at least just out front. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed it. You can find more videos on our channel about Japan as well. These include other destinations and more tips for exploring the country. And if you're planning your own trip to Japan, we recommend keeping things organized with our interactive travel planner. Find a discount code in the description below the video. We included all the important links you'll need for your Tokyo experience in the description as well. We'll catch you on the next adventure.